So in this next segment, what we're going to do is attach postpositions like se or par, okay, and see what happens to the pronouns. So main plus se, okay, you'll trigger the oblique form and you're going to get mujh, se, or you can get mujh, par. Hum plus se or par will give you hum par. Hum se or par. Okay. Tu plus par or se will give you tuj, se or tuj, par. Tum will give you tum se or tum par. Aap, nothing happens. Similar to tum, you get aap se or aap par. Okay. Yah and vah plus se, very predictable. Is, se, and us, se. Now be very careful. Ise is to him or her. Is se, us se is from him or her. So be careful. Okay. Is se or us se, is par, ya us par. Ye and ve plus se will give you predictably in se, in par. Mixing se and par doesn't change the form, okay? And con plus se will give you kiss, se and kiss par. And the only other postposition left is ne. Okay? And remember, ne is a postposition like any other postposition. What does ne mean? Ne means agent or doer, or comparing it to English, it's closest in meaning to by. Okay? So when we say, by John, similarly, ne means whatever by means in by John. So we can say by John, yeah, John ne would mean the same as by John. Or it just marks doer. It means doer. It marks someone doing something, marks an agent. Okay? Main plus ne, nothing happens. You will get main, ne. Okay? Hum, ne. Okay? Tu, ne. Tum, ne. Aap, ne. Predictably, is, ne, and us, ne. The only tricky ones are coming up, which is inho, ne. And in Hindi script, we write it together. In Urdu script, we write it separately. Okay? And unho, ne. And the question word will be kisne, and the plural will be kinhone. Kinhone coffee manga. Who asked? Who, plural? Who all asked for coffee? Okay. kinho ne. Okay? So this is just about the only relevant forms you need when we are talking about pronouns followed by postpositions. Summing up, there were 3 main categories. So we had pronouns followed by ka, ke, ki. Secondly, pronouns followed by ko. And the third is this one, pronouns followed by se and par. And we do have pronouns followed by ne, but not much going on there. That's why I don't really consider it a full-blown category by itself. The only things you need to remember are words like inhone and unhone. Especially in Hindi script, you have to be careful about how you spell it because it takes half a nasal attached to the h. Okay? And the question words followed by ne, again, kisne is kind of more predictable, but kinho ne is less predictable. And that's just about it. A lot of these things are things you just have to sit down and memorize. And the more you read in context, the easier it becomes to use it. Or the more you listen to it in context, in materials, the easier it becomes for you to use it in your speaking. Okay? So those are just about the only tips I have. See you in the next segment, which will be, wrapping up this portion on noun phrases and the, before we get to the predicate and verbal forms, just wrapping up on this portion to do with the noun phrases. Okay, so more next time. Thank you. Prosper and be happy.